your boy Big Toe. I'm back on another episode. You know what I'm saying? It's the Laboratory Podcast. We back again. Episode 12. Bounce back. I know y'all done missed Big Toe. And you feel me? I know you've been waiting on episode 12. Well, guess what? Episode 12 here. You feel that's 12 strikes for 12 episodes. Shout out to y'all, man. Your boy that bounced back. You feel? Hey, some big news came out yesterday. Roe versus Wade was overturned. If you are somebody who feels like this is right, or feels like you're someone who can tell women what to do with their bodies, click off of this video right now. I'm gonna just give y'all some time. If you feel that in any way or any capacity, click off of this video. There shouldn't be nobody telling women what to do with their bodies and people what to do with their bodies. I don't care if it's nationally. I don't care if it's the government. I don't care on just a social level. I don't feel like other people should control what other people do with their bodies. We all pass opinions and shit, but most of the times, everybody's entitled to an opinion, but that shit don't need to be shared. On this level, how are you going to require and get rid of abortions when we don't have a country that really supports people as far as, think about maternity leave, paternity leave. These people don't get paid when they take off of work. We don't even have a good healthcare system that properly takes care of people in the right way. Look at our economy right now. Gas damn near $12. If you got a kid right now, that shit is ultra expensive. We don't even provide job opportunities and fair opportunities across different races, ethnic groups, and identities to even require people to, how the hell, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. I'm totally against that shit. And I know right now it's hard to be a woman in this country. It's always been hard to be a woman in this country, especially a black woman. So I want y'all to know, man, I stand with y'all. If it's ever any way I could support, you feel me? I don't know what it's like to be a woman. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I understand everything because I don't. But I'm just like y'all, learning, educating myself every day about different ways I could be a supportive person. But honestly, that shit is wrong. For the longest time, patriarchy has existed in this country. We have men trying to tell women what to do with their bodies, treating women like they second-class citizens. Women are just as great as men. Men are just as great as women. People are equal. It should be. And we know in America, it hasn't been historically. But it should be. So don't ever lose sight of that. If you're watching this, tell somebody that you love them today. Just tell somebody that you love them. You feel me? It's a lot going on in the country. It's a lot going on in the world. Let's tell somebody that you love them today. You feel me? But this episode 12, bounce back. So we're going to get right off into the topic. With the art of bouncing back. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to keep it all the way real. I didn't drop an episode last week. A lot of y'all want to wonder why. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I went through some things. You know, I wasn't right mentally. I wasn't right emotionally. I just didn't feel right. I didn't feel right because we let so many things go on in life and we leave them unaddressed. And one thing that happened last week is one of my close friends got into a really bad accident, and I'm praying for his recovery, and his status is still uncertain. Man, Will, I love you, bro. Like, I love you. I love you, bro. And I'm missing you right now. You feel me? And that took a lot on me, but it made me think of the art of bouncing back because we can't stay down forever. And it's just some tiny steps we can take. And the one thing that helped me come back to this place, come back to getting back to my work, is me remembering my purpose. My purpose is to inspire others and help others realize their own greatness. And I feel like that's what I do at my job with human resources by hiring people. That's what I started this platform to do, to inspire people, because I know it's a lot of negativity in the world. I know so before we fall down on the mat and we say we never want to get up again, the first step to getting back up is just redefining what our purpose is. And I redefined my purpose last week because I realized, I was looking at my videos, I don't get 1 million views. I don't go viral. I don't always have the coolest, the most views, and because I'm not over here chasing clout. I'm not chasing the topic. I'm not chasing the wave. I'm setting my own precedent. And I had to appreciate myself for that. And sometimes you got to take time to appreciate yourself for who you are, because I re-identified my purpose and it lit a fire under me. It lit a fire under me to come back and to speak to the people again. So even though I'm sweating over here like I'm Trinidad James and I done popped the Molly or something, you feel me? It's hot as hell in this house. You feel this AC is not kicking. You feel me? Even though it's like that, I'm still bouncing back, still coming back, because I got a purpose and I realize realize that I can't let what other things go on in life stop me from finding out and realizing my true potential and greatness in this life. My man's Will, man, when you recover, man, and you watch this episode, I just want you to know I was thinking about you. You so special to me, bro, and that I love you. But you will want me to go hard, man. My grandma, my granddad, all types of people I lost in my life, they want me to redefine my purpose and reach that level of greatness because they knew what I could do. And they always believed in me. They always did. And now it's just time for me to believe in myself. So first off, redefining that purpose. Step 2, surrounding yourself around people who encourage you to step outside of the box and do things that's good for you. Man, when I was down, my friends was my best allies. Man, shout out to Bruce, shout out to Jaden, shout out to Anthony. Man, find people who love you. Find people who go tell you, man, get up off that mat, man. When you come back, it's going to be better than ever. When you bounce back, it's going to be better than ever. When you come back, when you redefine your purpose, it's going to be better than, man, find friends you can talk to. Because when you don't have nobody to talk to, it feels like you locked in this cage. We already talked about how so much going on in the country, how it's so much going on in the war. If you don't got nobody to talk to, how you go get those emotions out? Man, surround yourself with people who genuinely care about you. Because one thing that I realized in this past couple weeks is that when you sit down and you lay down in your bed and you see that your phone doesn't even ring once, you somebody who might be there for everybody and you feel like nobody is there for you. And sometimes you have to reestablish what your standards is as far as friendship. And that's another step. Sometimes you got to reestablish who your circle is because maybe you wasted your energy in people who won't put that same energy back into you. And it don't mean that they bad people. It don't even mean that they bad friends. Maybe they don't have that time in life, or maybe they just not the friend for you. But you got to rethink things. So going through these times, and when it was time for me to bounce back and get back into my groove of things, I just wanted to attack that. Man, redefine your purpose, reestablish your circle. And number 3 and final, be true to yourself. If you know you need time to sit back, to reflect, don't rush yourself. Don't rush yourself. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is realize the moment and take full advantage of it. Take some time, take things off the table that you don't need to do. You know what I'm saying? Do what needs to be done, but focus on yourself. Love yourself. Be true to yourself. If you can redefine your purpose, rethink your circle and reflect, and be true to yourself, you'll bounce back. Even if you're not bouncing back, if you're looking to elevate, it's on the horizon, man. You on your way to greatness. You on your way to great. And another thing I want to talk about, redefining what is cool to you. You know what? I grew up on Joy Road, man, in Detroit, Michigan. And I went to school all the time. My older brother, he was more the cool one. He was the one who everybody loved and enjoyed. All the girls were, oh my God, Trey. You know, they loved him. And I always realized I wasn't cool because I didn't run with the status quo. I didn't do what other people wanted me to do. But you know what I realized today? Some people feel like outcasts because they don't feel like they fit this stereotypical definition of cool. And I want to tell you this. You redefine what cool is to you. You know what's great? Being true to yourself, man. If you like writing poetry, write that shit. If you whatever you like doing, do it. And do it to the best of your ability. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for being true to you. Man, when I was growing up, you know who was the lame people to me? The lame people is the people who sat in front of the classroom and wanted to be cool with all of the cool kids. Not the people who sat in front, but the people who wanted to be cool with all the cool kids, and they wasn't being true to themselves. I fucked with the kids in the back of the class that was back there playing Bakugan because they wanted to play. Because I knew it was some people up there who was cool, so sort of cool, or whatever they want to phrase it as. They thought they was lit or whatever. And some of them wanted to go back there and play Bakugan, but they didn't because they were scared what other people go say. And in this social media era, some of us is so scared to not put out something, or when we post a picture, we like, nah, man, I can't post that. That's corny, man. I can't put that out to the world. I can't let the world know that I love anime. Man, fuck these people. Cool is being true to yourself, man. Being big toe is being big to you. Being big to yourself. Redefining who you are to yourself, man. Be cool to yourself. Before you can ever be cool to anybody else, be cool to yourself. That's all I got to say, man. Love yourself. Because you're great. No matter what your interest is, no matter if it meets the masses, no matter if everybody else agrees, it's about you at the end of the day. It's about what you want to do. Take some time to think about that. Am I being true to myself? Or am I just doing what other people want me to do because it appeases them? Appease you. Because you're going to live this life. And if you spend your whole life chasing what's cool, chasing what's lit, chasing the wave, man, don't chase the wave. Fuck that. Be the wave. You know what wave that is? You. People see you and they go think you dope because they can't replicate that. That's the thing. When you yourself, people meet you and they realize how much value you hold because you're always going to be true to yourself. They can't go find another duplicate of you because other people can try, but they can never be you. Other people can steal my ideas. They had all of this time. People just stole my ideas for podcasts and everything. People just stole my ideas in life. But they could never replicate the passion and energy I'm going to bring to my shit. You feel me? And I don't care how many times people thought I was lame. Maybe I went to high school and I didn't have the freshest clothes. Maybe I wasn't the littest. Maybe I didn't have the most girls. Maybe everybody didn't love me. But guess what? I was true to myself. I never gave up on my vision. Now I'm seeing the fruits of my own labor. I done graduated. I'm about to go into my master's program. I got things on the horizon. I even got something, man. I got something so great, so crazy coming up, man. It's gonna shake the whole surface. You feel me? I got a platform where I speak and I inspire people. And it might not do 100,000 views, but it do 40. And I got people who hit me up all the time and say how much I helped them and how much they feel like they can lean on me and they to rediscover the true version of themselves because they live in existence and they not existing, just living in this world. Living for other people, they living for themselves. They living, not existing like we do on this platform all the time. And you want to know what? That makes me feel good. Because that's what's cool to me. What's cool to you is what's cool to you, man. Fuck what these people think. Don't let other people run your life. You run your life because you great and you know what you're doing. You always being yourself. Keep being yourself. I don't care if it's popular or not. You pop into you. Fuck is wrong with these people, man. And one thing I do want to talk about too, I'm gonna get right off into, man, hold on. Let me take a sip of my drink. Another thing I want to talk about. This summer, I see all of these brunches. I see award shows. I see networking events, and all of those events are cool if you throwing them from the genuine kindness of your heart to the community, and you want to see it going well, and you want to see people come and mingle. Cool. But I want to tell something to the people who ain't never been cool like me, who ain't never been in the in crowd per se. Man, bro, these social events, whether you get invited or not, that does not dictate the value that you have to yourself, the value you have to your people, the value you have to your community. Don't look at these social events as a boost to social status. For the people who get to go, great for y'all. For the people who don't get invited to go, oh well. You feel me? For people who don't get invited to go, what you need to realize is that doesn't mean you're any less. Because these people are going to award shows. So what? If you're a rapper and you ain't get to go to the BET Awards, that don't make your art no less. What? Just because you're not in these social circles doesn't change your self-value, and you can't base your self-worth off of these social events because they filled with politics. These people are going because maybe this is their friend, maybe this is somebody they grew up with, maybe this is somebody from their neighborhood. Sometimes, man, it's not always about skill. A lot of things aren't genuine to the core all the time. And what I don't want y'all to do is I don't want y'all to gauge yourselves and say, damn, I make t-shirts, this person make t-shirts. Why the fuck didn't I get invited? Man, I do this person do this. They invited them, they ain't invited. It's okay. It's okay, and it's okay to feel away too. And if y'all ever need somebody to talk to, you hit up your boy Big Toe, and I got you. But what I will tell you is don't measure your self-worth by other people's opinions. Whether it's an invite, whether you become the biggest rapper in the world and you never win an award for it, so what? Whether I become the biggest podcaster in the world and I never get an award for it, so what? Because it's about what you mean to yourself. Because that's self-validation. That other validation will go away, man. You'll be hot today and cold tomorrow. But if you hot to yourself, you'll always be hot to yourself. You always pop into you. Come on. That short-lived success ain't worth nothing. These people can't tell you because you want to know what? They don't understand your journey. Even me talking to you in this video right now, I don't know where you come from. I don't know where you sat down when you was a kid. I don't know what situations you go from. And some of y'all, I don't even know what hoods y'all from. Some of y'all, I'm from Detroit. Y'all from other places in the world, which is beautiful at the fact that you even watch my podcast. But what I can say is, you can't let this social perception define who you are. Because you at your truest core is beautiful. And that's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to live and discover what peace is for y'all. Discover what happiness is for y'all. Not just what people put out there. Everything is different. Some people value this, some people value that. I value peace. You want to know why I value peace? Because I value peace because that allows me to be the best version of myself for so long. And I'm not saying this like I'm a polished person. I went through times in my life where I was trying to be other people. I was trying to be like my big brother. I was trying to be like this. I was trying to be like that, man. When I start being Tori, I love life so much more. And when you start trying to be you, you going to love your life so much more. You are. You are, because you gonna realize it's certain shit you don't like, and you gonna get to cut it out, and you ain't even gonna realize this big smile on your face. Man, they say big toe on the side of this head. I don't know what side to say it on, but you feel me? I love myself. I'm loving myself right now, and this sweat is like glow. You feel, it's really not. It's hot as hell in this crib. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? It's getting hot as hell in this crib, nigga. It's hotter than two hot people hot boxing. It's hotter than two people hot boxing in this bitch. But what I'm saying is, don't let these social events dictate your social style. Don't let followers. Don't let likes, man. I'm gonna be dropping a shirt. It's gonna have that little impact over the. I can't even talk too much. Somebody go steal my shit. Y'all always taking my shit. You feel me? But it's okay. It's okay. Think about your impact on your community and stuff like that, and your impact on yourself. This social age of, oh, you don't got the most followers, you don't got the most likes, all of that shit is gonna pass, man. As long as you being true to you and loving what you do and who you are, you're gonna be great. And you are great. Just know that. Another thing I want to talk about, patterns. When you realize patterns in your life, take some time to reflect. I'm not gonna go too deep into that, but I realized there's certain emotions that I never even dug into my life. And not until I've gotten to this age when I'm an adult, I never wanted to dive into my emotions and see what was at the core, because I kept seeing patterns of me feeling unconfident, me not loving myself, me not feeling just like Tori, man. I felt like I had to do stuff to appease other people because of peer pressure. And when you're a young man, it's like peer pressure to have sex, peer pressure to smoke, peer pressure to do this, peer pressure to be the toughest. All of that. I felt all of that. I felt like that shit killed my happiness for so long. I was not even being myself. I'm over here doing stuff just to get people to shut up. So when you realize some patterns in your life, and you realize what's at the core of them, it's going to help you move forward. So if you got some patterns in your life, just take some time to reflect and think about it. You feel me? And know yourself. Know yourself. Know yourself enough to respect yourself and set boundaries with people. We're going to talk about that next episode, setting boundaries a little bit more, but you can only stretch yourself so thin for people. You got to set boundaries for yourself, because at the end of the day, some of these relationships is for a season. Some of these friendships is for a season. And you don't want to set yourself back 10 seasons because you didn't know yourself and love who you were truly. You didn't set those boundaries. So get to know yourself. Take some time. The best validation you can have is yourself. That's the person who means the most to you, is yourself. That's the person. Think about it, man. Think about it. It's been times people like you. I know y'all didn't had this go on. Y'all, you get with a new significant other. Maybe you got with somebody new. You got a new friend. They just tell you how sweet you are, man. You like this, you like that. People praise you. Man, I might put this out. I get a million DMs. Man, Tori, you're great. Oh my God, bro. You spitting that. You spitting that real shit. You putting some positivity into the community because you want to see young black men and women feel better about themselves and not feel the pressures of society and make them feel happy being themselves. Man, you putting out that good content. Man, you know that's for one day. The next day I'm gonna get 0 DMs, and it's gonna go back to how I feel about myself. That feeling that other people give you, it's only temporary. And if you rely on that, you'll forever be chasing attention. Why do you think it's people on social media all day who just tweet trying to go viral? Every tweet they trying to go viral. Every Instagram picture they trying to go viral. Rob, because it's the attention you crave when you're not happiest with yourself. When you're happy with yourself, you be yourself. And if things shake out, they shake out. But you're not ready to compromise your integrity to get further in life. And that's one thing I realized about this podcast, why I'm so different and why I'm going to be great. Because I'm not willing to sacrifice my integrity for other people. That's why I'm saying the best validation you can have is yourself. Because the views gonna go up and down, the likes gonna go down, up and down. Sometimes people gonna fuck with you, sometimes not. Sometimes you gonna have popular opinions, sometimes it's gonna be unpopular. But if your happiness with yourself changes on a scale based on how other people perceive you, you gonna forever be up and down in life. You gonna forever be up and down. I'm not saying don't realize your mistakes, but be happy with who you are. Find who that person is and love them, because you're great. You're great. You feel me? And that's the thing about episode 12, bounce back, man. I didn't bounce back. Bounce back. What I do? Bounce back. bounce back. What told you? You feel me, bro? Your boy that bounced back because I was down. I was down for real, man. I miss my grandma. My grandma died 2 years ago, man. Grandma, if you could see me now, I miss you. I miss you. I miss you, man. I was over here trying to cure that with so much stuff. I wanted people. I was putting out content. I wasn't understanding why people wasn't tuning in. I was letting that get to me. I wasn't understanding why people who was my friends before I became successful and before I started getting into my master's program, why certain people abandon me and they don't show me love no more. I was basing my happiness off of views, likes, people's opinions about me, listening to all of that shit. And I just had to take a week to realize, when after everything happened with my mans, I had to realize, man, you know, life can be gone in an instant. And if I lived it being this imposter, trying to make everybody else happy, trying to go viral, trying to do this, trying to do that, I would never truly be happy with myself. And that's what my friend's accident made me realize. Life is extremely short, people. Don't live your life for other people. Live your life for yourself. Because at the end of the day, it could be over so quick. Life changes drastically. We see more and more rights being taken away. We see inflation. We see the economy. We see more people dying every day. Take some time to love yourself. Take some time to say, I'm special. I'm beautiful. I'm going to do something that's going to make me happy today. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have joy, you have nothing. You don't have happiness, you have nothing. If you don't have love for yourself, you have nothing. Because if you can't love yourself and be honest with yourself, who you lying to? And I just had to realize that the best validation you can have is yourself. Stop stealing too. Hey, don't think I don't see y'all, man. I see some podcasts. You feel, hey, bro, y'all be stealing my topics. You know what I mean? And I'm sharing, Stop stealing. But overall, creators, we see that all the time when people come up and be creative, and you see people, they steal this, they steal that. Maybe you're an upcoming person and you see somebody higher and you see, man, they was looking at my shit and then they start doing some stuff like me. You know, what's going on? And I realized, man, people gonna take your ideas, but like I said, they can never be you. They can never attack with the passion and drive and the intensity that you do, because your purpose is rooted inside of you. And when you take your time and you try to find somebody else's purpose and get to your lane, you missing out on your journey. So by them stealing from you, they missing out. And you got to realize that, because for so long I was mad. Like, man, people take my advice, they do this, they do that, and they don't give me the credit for it. But it's okay, because while they was trying to come off into my lane, they was missing out on theirs, and I was getting further in my journey. So realize that, man, when people stealing from you, I'm not one of them people who like, oh, man, that's the biggest form of flattery. You want to know what? Because people who say that shit, it's people who ain't never had their ideas stolen. And I ain't gonna lie, that's real. Niggas who ain't never had no idea stolen from them was like, man, that's the biggest form of flattery. Man, when somebody been stealing from you, and you can tell, like, every time you put something out, you say something, man, it's like they go and do the same thing. People who ain't never been through that, they're like, man, that's the biggest form. No, the fuck it's not. You wouldn't say that if they was taking your shit, your intellectual property. You would not be saying that then. You feel where y'all be at? Where you at now? You feel me? Because when they be stealing my shit, I do not feel good, man. Stop stealing off the big toe, man. Stop it, please. 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 You feel me? Stop stealing from big toe. All right, we getting down to the last moments of the podcast, but I just want to say, I want to leave y'all with some stuff to think about today. Think about, is this mindset sustainable? Today we talked about redefining your purpose. You feel me? We talked about getting on that journey to success, about redefining what's core to you, realizing that this social status don't matter, being true to yourself. I want you to realize, think about your mindset. Like I told you, I was valuing views, clicks, likes, all of this stuff last week, and I had to sit back and think about, is this sustainable? I want you, when you get off this podcast, think about your current state of mind, whether you feel like you've been pessimistic lately, whether you feel like you've been doing greatly. Think about, is your mindset sustainable? Because I know as young people, we make mistakes, and we can make mistakes. I'm not saying it's not something you can bounce back, but from what I want you to realize, I want you to think about if shit is sustainable and if it's going to last for now, if it's going to last forever. Because honestly, sometimes we want things to last forever. That's just temporary, and it's heartbreaking when it's not that. Whether that's friendships, relationships, shit, even things you got going on with yourself. Reestablish who you think you are. And think about, is your mindset sustainable? Is your mindset sustainable enough to help you grow to be the person you want to be? Are you going to be able to look in the mirror years from now and be like, I became the person I wanted to be with the current mindset you have. And if not, think about how you could get to becoming that person. That's why reflection is key. I said earlier in the podcast, man, reflection causes progression. Sometimes reflection causes regression. You feel me? Sometimes reflection is progression. You feel me? So when you reflect, you can either let what you think about hold you back. It can make you regress in your life. Reflecting can make you realize some things you did wrong in the future. I mean, in the past, and help you become a better person in the future. Sometimes just instead of just think about the past and just think about all the stuff you've been through, it's progression in itself. Because some of us ignore what we go through or what we went through in the past or what we go through on an everyday basis. So think about that. Reflection could be what you want it to be. You just gotta want it bad enough to do it. Let it work for you. Don't let it work you. Let it work for you. I do a lot for people, but they don't say thank you. To the people who out here doing a lot for people and not getting the thanks they deserve, man, I would say surround yourself with people who care about you, who cherish you, who know just how special you are. You feel me? But sometimes you're not going to get a thank you for everything, and that's all right. But like I said, we can't do things for other people's enjoyment. You got to do some stuff out the kindness of your heart. Now, if it's a pattern of somebody not appreciating you, you might have to get from around that person. I know a lot of people, man, y'all do a lot for people, and sometimes y'all don't get y'all absolute credit. I just want you to know if nobody cares about you, Big Toe cares about you. And in times where it feels like you don't have anybody, you have yourself. And you got to find out what that means for you. You still can have friends, you still can have people, but you got to find out what that means for you. And that's the beautiful thing about life, is that we always learning about how to enjoy ourselves more. Those the moments you can take to go explore something you ain't never done before. You know what I'm saying? Them the beautiful moments, man. Them is the beautiful moments. People aren't always going to say thank you. But if you count all the times somebody didn't say thank you to you, or all the times people didn't look out for you that you looked out for, you'll forever be miserable. So you got to pick which type of people you got to surround yourself with and what type of mindset you want to have when you do for others. Tell somebody you love them. You feel me? This was episode 12, Bounce Back. It wasn't the longest, but I just wanted to say some impactful stuff to let y'all know, man, Big Toe is back. Drops might start coming bi-weekly. They might not be weekly, but I'm going to keep y'all updated because I'm always going to be true to myself. I don't care if this don't do the most amount of numbers. As long as it impacts somebody. If it made your day better anyway, drop a comment. If you streaming this, you feel me, DM me. Tell me how much you enjoyed it. It's your boy, Big Toe. You feel me? Episode 12. Big Toe! You know what I'm saying? I just spent all this time uplifting y'all. You can be everything you want to be in the world. But you can't be Big Toe, and I'm out. Peace.